Alright, so what seems to be bothering you?
Pain inside my foot here hurts.
Okay, and where specifically is the pain?
Just around here.
Okay, medial side. It's not on the malleolus here.
No.
It's just more down here. Okay. What would you rank the pain on a 10-point scale? 10 being the absolute worst you've ever experienced.
Probably an 8 or 9.
8 or 9?
Yeah.
Okay. And is that worsen with movement?
Yeah, I can't really walk on it.
Okay. So what we're going to do is just some active range of motion testing. So what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to do some dorsiflexion and plantar flexion.
Yeah.
So that's along the frontal axis and sagittal plane.
Yeah.
And then we're going to move into some inversion and eversion, which
Okay.
moves along the sagittal axis and frontal plane. Okay. So what I'm going to get you to do, we're just going to check out your dorsiflexion first. So move your toes towards your nose. All right. So you're missing some range of motion on the left side, on the affected side. Any pain with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then plantar flex for me, so point your toes. Okay, so missing also a little bit of range of motion on the left. How's the pain there?
It's painful too.
Okay, not as bad or?
It's kind of the same.
Okay, so we're just gonna invert, so move the bottoms of your feet towards each other. All right, so you're missing some range of motion on the left as well. But not too bad. And then evert. Okay, so definitely missing some eversion on the left. Okay, so we're just gonna actually measure your ranges of motion. So we'll start with your good foot. Okay. So what I'll get you to do is just put your foot into a neutral position, and then I'm going to use your fibular head, your lateral malleolus, and your base of your fifth as our anatomical landmarks. Okay, and right now we're looking at your neutral as 120. Okay, so and just plantar flex, pointing your toes towards me. Okay, and we're looking at about 160. So that's about 40 degrees. Normal range of motion is about 50, so that's not too bad. All right, so now I'm going to get you to dorsiflex. So point your toes towards you. Okay. And we're looking at 110, so about 10 degrees of dorsiflexion, and normal range is about 20 degrees. So, but that's probably your normal. Okay. So now I'm just going to come over to the other side, do the same thing, find the fibular head, lateral malleolus, and the base of the fifth. And we're looking at we're looking at about, okay, and just you put that into neutral for me, sorry. And we're looking at 125 as your normal range of motion. Okay, let's check your plantar flexion. And we're looking at approximately 20 degrees, so a little bit less. Okay, and then dorsiflex for me. We're only looking at about 4 degrees dorsiflexion, so that's significantly low compared to the other side. Okay. So from my test, I would have to guess that you have a medial ankle sprain due to decreased dorsiflexion and eversion. You could also have a malleolar fracture, but the pain's not localized here, and there doesn't appear to be any crepitus or pain over that. And we could also have a high ankle sprain, but we could test your external rotation, and there's probably not any pain there. And also your pain would tend to be a little bit higher on the dorsal side of the foot.